Howdy everybody, I am Voltz, and welcome to another reaction video in which I will be reacting to the next series of Game Pixels, aka People Still Live Here, apparently. And the first video that we have in this playlist is I think a musical, or you know, something that has music in it, because you can tell by that music icon, and it's called Say Well. And you know what? I was thinking, maybe this is in reverse, because unfortunately some playlists, if it's not organized correctly, you know, manually, some playlists can play in the reverse order, which, I mean, I've never actually seen it. I don't think I've ever seen a playlist in reverse order, but not saying that it doesn't exist. So I thought that this might have been in reverse order, but I actually went over to Kane's channel and found out that it is the correct order. Well, when that's the correct order, I mean top to bottom, not bottom to top. And to be fair, despite me reacting to The Oldest View, I was actually more excited to be watching this than The Oldest View. Not that I had anything against The Oldest View, because I never did. It's just that this interested me more than The Oldest View, so I'm intrigued by what this might be. Also, because this has a music score in it, I'm hoping I don't get copyrighted by this. Okay, so we've got eyes once again, which is also turning into a face. Also, it looked like it was an upside down face rather than right side up. Okay, blinking. Yes, I know, I'm just saying what's literally on the screen. I know. I'm saying what's literally on the screen, I know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Although, to be fair, okay, so they're mechanically blinking, not just, you know, regular blinking, okay? So this is a little bit similar to the giant from The Oldest View, where it's, rather than being like a, I mean, both entities were not, are not like living entities. They're probably just like manufactured entities that have been maybe like possessed by like memories or some type of energy, maybe. I mean, it's interesting why it's called Say Well, though. Oh, yep, okay, so here we have the thumbnail of the video. Coolio. I do love it when, also, that's an actual human being blinking. So this was what we were shown first of all, and a human being blinking. Okay, so this might allude to, like, you know, people still living here. That sounds like a Geiger counter, but not quite. I mean, it's along the, like, it sounds very similar to the Geiger counter, and the last time I heard a Geiger counter was from the teaser trailer for OD from Kojima. That's kind of like a Geiger counter, but again, this sounds very similar to it, but I don't know if it's like, you know, the same thing. Then again, it could also just be, you know, communicating with aliens, because I've also had this sort of sound when it's in that frame of event, like making contact with aliens, I think anyway. Don't completely trust my brain though, don't completely trust my memory. For all we know, it could also be just subliminal messaging. And maybe the frequency of the bleepings is creating a message towards the brain to, I don't know, give us some messaging. I don't know what kind of messaging it is, but some kind of messaging. To do some horrific things, I have no idea. I'm just brainstorming here. But we are almost over anyway. And of course, because YouTube likes to do its autoplay thing, we're gonna technically autoplay into it. But I'm not gonna allow it. So we're just ending off with this. Okie dokie. So now we have People Still Live Here version, or V. Version 8.3, 2005. Wow. Also, fun fact, 2005, for those who don't know, was when my favourite show, Doctor Who, came back from the so-called dead. So, yeah, fun facts about that. Marathon 8 Software Inc. This interactive video game is a comprehensive reconstruction of the events experienced and documented by Clifton J. Saywell. Oh, okay, so Saywell is someone's name rather than... Because I was wondering, wait, that thing that was mechanically blinking, was that like a manufactured version of Clifton? Or is Clifton the one that was the human being also blinking? Interesting. Also between 1934 and 1946. Oh wow. So basically between the dark times of the world. You know what? At least you got some entertainment out from that dark time. In memory of... Ooh. You know what? I would love to play this myself. I mean, albeit I might get, you know, viruses and malware all around, but I would still love to play it. Like, it just looks so inviting and so welcoming. I'd love to play it. Also, because this is like an interactive video game, well, I mean, any video game ever made is interactive. So you can't really call it interactive video game when a video game is interactive. But this reminds me of Petscop. And you know what? I remember when I was technically playing Petscop, but also seeing videos about the Petscop series. Ever since that time, I've had maybe a couple of people ask me about reacting to the entire web series. And to be fair, I have the web series bookmarked, and I've even have it downloaded just in case they decide to for whatever reason get removed from YouTube. So I've downloaded them. I just keep forgetting about it. So maybe this might rekindle that motivation and memory. So also an I in O. I-O. As in input output. As in interactive. That's where my brain is going in. Anyway. Actually, first of all, what would happen if you got into options? Or is it going to be like the theatre, where the only button that really actually works is the start or play button, and any other button just crashes your game? I wonder if it's going to be like that. So what is this going to be like? You lie awake, unable to take your mind off what you discovered out in the swamp. Like Shrek? Tomorrow you will return to that place. Do you remember the overgrown man from when you were a child? He said you must go to the meadow alone. You always wondered what he had meant by that. You know what, this actually kind of gives me a little bit of inspiration to make like a video game, but don't make it playable to everyone. And what I mean by that is make a video game, but technically it is interactive because, you know, it's a game, but I would probably maybe like record it, put it up on YouTube, and then people will see it. So it's like a fake video game of sorts, but it's still one that was, you know, created, but not one that can be played. So it's an interesting idea. Look at these old graphics, yo! My favorite. So we really are Shrek then. You know, I do wonder if the person who made this, I'm assuming that it's, you know, Kane that like made like everything. So I'm wondering if he made the game and then recorded going through the game. If so, is there an actual download for this, or has one never existed and is purely just for recording footage of? Maybe. Okay, so we've got a spiral. Hang on, spiral. That reminds me of something. Actually, wait. I think it reminds me of Harry Potter, because I think, yes, in one of the Harry Potter games that I played, you would cast a spell on the spiral thing, and it will allow you to either bounce in it or do anything else other than bounce. All I remember is that you cast a spell on it and you bounce in it. That's all I remember of it. But yeah, that is definitely something I remember from the Harry Potter game. I mean, you know what? Nice architecture here, though. Okay, this story immediately reminds me of, like, Valve games. I don't know if that's the intent. Actually, Kane has said that he was inspired by the Portal games. And the Portal games are done by Valve. So it would not surprise me if this door was inspired by Valve. Just this door. Right. Oh wow. See, I would love to play this myself. I would love to. It's like just my cup of tea. Because like one thing I love doing is going through old games and just, you know, exploring. I don't really care much if there's like an actual objective. I just like exploring old games because there could be like, I don't know, out of bounds secrets, or there could just be something eerie going on. And well, mostly is because I just like enveloping myself within the eerie atmosphere of the world that you're exploring. That's mostly actually why I like doing it. Not because like I want to find secrets of like whatever the secrets might behold. It's just purely because I like the eerie atmosphere. Oh! Day 1. Find all 3 items and leave before sunset. 1 pun watch compressor. I also love the compressed sounds. Like you can tell that the wind sound is kind of compressed down to, you know, fit in the retro feel of the game. I mean, the clouds look real. Well, in video game standards, of course. Ooh, what do we have? Oh, the first thing on our list, right? Watch. I mean, this game looks pretty simple, but sometimes the most simplest games are worth it. And sometimes the most simplest games are just, you know, the best. Not because they're like not solely because they're simple, but mostly because it's like there's like a focus. Like you are trying to do a specific thing, and so your focus is on that thing, and you're not trying to cram so many ideas to make it, you know, fun and excited and cool. You just have that one specific thing that you want to do, and so you focus on that and make it really simple, and it can really be effective. Oh, okay, so there seems to be another. That is far. I just realised this plane reminds me of Teletubbies. I wonder if there's a Teletubby horror game that's not Slender Tubbies. I mean, I might check out Slender Tubbies in the future, maybe. But it'd be cool to see if there's like an actual Teletubbies type horror game that isn't Slender Tubbies. So what's in here? If it can even be opened. Oh, okay, maybe it can. Oh, so it's kind of like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil, where like you don't get the door animation. Well, I mean, okay, you do get the door animation in Resident Evil, but you don't get the door animation in Silent Hill. So this is more like Silent Hill than Resident Evil. Okie dokie. Yes. I completely understand everything I just saw from there. I completely understand absolutely everything about that. You're not gonna get anything else from here? I mean, this is obviously guiding you to the next item, right? And you've got to go all the way over there for the next item. This feels like Death Stranding all over again. Just walking so much to your next point of interest. I mean, obviously this is not as egregious as Death Stranding, but goodness me, as much as I love Death Stranding and its like atmosphere and like the world in it, it can be sometimes a little bit tedious. But here's our next item. I guess it's called like a one pun. I have no idea what that's even meant to be, but you know what? At least we have the item. Cool-EO. And the next item is compressor. I think. I know that it starts with C, and I think it ends with SSOR. So, sir, I think. Ah, so that's what that guide was alluding to. But what does that mean, though? They look like, okay, so yeah, you can see through them. They look like that sort of bubble blowing thing that you see in SpongeBob. I mean, it makes sense. You blow through the circle in a circle, and bubbles come out. Like, obviously. Ooh, that's even more far away. That's gonna take you fucking ages to get to. Are you even able to go that far? I mean, okay, apparently you are able to. Holy shit, dude. Come again? Hi! Totally normal. Yeah, absolutely normal. Like nothing suspicious about that at all. And I guess we're going to be following it. Are you even able to catch up to it? Well, I think our next point of interest is this place. Let's not worry about the thing that's, you know, passing by, because it's like totally normal, and this is totally not normal, and, you know, more interest. Actually, no matter how you're gonna get in. I wish you were like, you know, the Flash, and you can just like, you know, vibrate so hard that you can just, you know, go through. I mean, there's gotta be an opening, like, around somewhere. This really does remind me a lot of Pets Cop. Though, with Pets Cop, it was a bit more darker in visuals. So this is how you're gonna get in. I mean, you know what, that does make sense. I'm just hoping that you're able to get out. Actually, this reminds me of, well, both Pets Cop and also Crow. Catastrophe Crow 64. Man, I do miss those games. And they're sort of like old graphics. I need to, you know, check out more retro feeling, obscure looking, retro graphics, PS1 style, niche indie games. Wow. You can even tell by the atmosphere that, oh, okay, you could just walk through the, table. Okay. You see, you don't see games like this. You do not see games like this. Well, I mean, maybe there are games like this that do still, you know, exist, like, in recent, times. But they're kept under the radar because, you know, more mascot horror indie games, and you know, the ones that look visually appealing are the ones that get more of the spotlight. These ones, if they do still exist, and if people are still making these to this day, they do not get as much love, and it's just it's unfortunate. Because, like, say for example, if I made something like this, chances are people would have more. People would constantly question, "Oh, what does this mean?" And they would constantly ask questions and wanting to get an answer.
Thank goodness! Finally, someone has opened the door. I've been stuck in this room forever.
Hi.
Mr. Edward's not mad, is he? I was just trying to look at the computers to see where my favorite people were moved to.
Blimey.
It's been a long time since I've read computer works, though, so I can't figure out how to get their location out of the machine. I think it's time for me to go home. Thank you for opening this door.
Okay, so that reminds me of both Baldi's Basics, but also Advanced Education. God, this is reminding me of so many games that I misplayed, man. Well, here is the air compressor. I think that's what it's called anyway. I wonder if something's gonna prevent you from going home. This music, though. I mean, there's more sounds, but because, you know, it's rhythmic, there's more music. I wonder where that guy actually went, though.
Hey! Hey, you! Over here! Hey! Hey, you! Over here!
Oh, so that's where he went, okay.
Hey! You're not gonna tell anyone I was here, are you? I mean, you're technically allowed to. But I would really appreciate it if you didn't. I don't want people to think I'm spying on their thoughts. I wouldn't do that. It is important to respect.
I mean, that wasn't even our fault. We had no association with that thing, so... Damn. Well, I guess the only thing that we can do now is return home. Unless, of course, the thing comes back and gets us because maybe we got an item that we shouldn't have. Because why was that guy taken away? Unless it was just purely for different reasons. Don't know. I mean, the music is still playing. I mean, over the normal wind sound. But yeah, the music is still playing. I'm not sure about this. Why does that look a whole lot different than it did before? Or am I just nighttime? And it's coming for you, isn't it? It's coming for you. These trees weren't here, were they? Yep, it's coming. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, that is scary. Come on, you better return home. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck, 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 fuck! Oh my god, okay. You made it, hell yes. Time 8:51. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Of course, yeah, of course, of course, of course. I didn't realize how much time we had left, so I thought there was going to be something afterwards, but okay, no. This is the new one, Graveyard. Okie dokie. So this is reminiscent of the game a little bit. So I wonder if this inspired the landscape of the game, because you know the hills. Unfortunately, the hills aren't very silent. Although you can see, oh yeah, I mean it's a graveyard. Of course, you're going to see graves. Oh, sure. Okay. So, yep, next one. And this one is called People Still Live Here Day 2 gameplay. Okie dokie. Day 2. Final 3 items: Feather, Sundial, and Bowling Ball. Owen said leave before sunset. And because sun was setting, that's why it was running after us. I think. And we do have new landmarks. They look like blue boxes. They look like the TARDIS. Hey, will they have a balloon? It just looks like it's suspended in air and not moving at all. Are you seriously gonna go to the balloon first? I mean, sure, okay. Yeah, it literally looks like the balloon is suspended in the air and will not come down. But we do have a well for visual use only. Interesting. Actually, it looks like a balloon with a care package. I'm saying this like it's, you know, Call of Duty. It looks like a package though. Like a crate or something. Oh, okay.
Bad news, buddy. These are my last balloons. I'm gonna have to keep them to myself.
Aha.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know Anne the painter, would you? I'm her biggest fan, but she won't let me have any of her paintings because she's mad about the color of my balloons. Tell you what, if you can get me one of her paintings, I'll call my fire balloon down and you can have whatever's inside. Sound like a deal?
Okay, so there does seem to be a bit more gameplay elements here, which is interesting. And I guess it's time to go over to this barn place that reminds me a lot of McDonald's had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I think that's how it went. Old McDonald's had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. That's, yeah, okay. And what are these things even for, though? They're not like solar panels in a way. Well, okay, they look... They definitely are some type of panels, but probably maybe not for solar. No idea. But we do have a crate. And again, are you going to be able to go in there? Oh, look at those two arrows pointing you into the exact right direction. He's not actually going to sing the song, is he? I don't think he's going to sing the song, but he's definitely playing the song, possibly. Aren't you going to inspect it? It's literally right there. I think our character would just rather listen to the music. Search... Minesweeper. I mean, technically it is hay, so you're sweeping it up, but really, Minesweeper? I mean, I know about Minesweeper. I know nothing about it, but I know about it. I have no idea how this game even works. On second thought, if I could play this, I would not want to play this. I think we definitely died by that goat. Oof. I mean, okay, we got the item. Jolly good. Why does it feel like there's an earthquake now? I mean, at least the guitarist is still happy doing the music. So that's nice. What the hell is this? We have not come across this yet. No, we have not. And Hessen. Right, okay. I'm gonna speak to her. And she seems to be all the way over here. Holy shit. Although, what's the point of these walkways, though? Okay. I suppose if you don't walk through the walkways and won't be happy? So we've got another walkway. And I guess we just feel compelled to go through it. I mean, if you find a walkway, you might as well go through it. And now we've got these sort of like lighthouses? Okay, different coloured ones. And can't seem to go into that one. Okay, so we seem to have a circle of walkways. And that must be Anne.
Goodness, look at you intruding upon my personal space. Can't you see I'm in the middle of an illustration? No matter. I've been struggling to complete this piece for a long while. Could it be that you're the assistant the shepherd promised me? I was beginning to think he had forgotten. Let's test your artistic eye. Where should my last portion of lime green paint go?
What? Oh. You just need to pick out the colours. Wait, what?
My goodness.
Wait.
That is just magnificent work.
What the f-
It looks just like one of the classics.
That's all we had to do.
As an expression of my gratitude, I'd like you to go pick out a painting of mine to keep. I store them over there inside of the blue bandstand.
Blue one, got it. I do feel like, with like the incrementation of the days, it's kind of like sequels to like a movie or a video game, that the first one will always going to be, you know, condensed, small, and you know, it doesn't really have much in it, but then the second one has a lot more involved within it. I feel like that's kind of what this is saying, or at least is what I'm taking from it, so I don't actually know if it's wow. Well, those are the paintings, which also kind of look like the Windows XP background. And I like the atmospherics in here. You can just take it like that. Neato. Wait, hang on a minute, you can actually go down there? Are you even sure this is a good idea? Great. We're in a dungeon now. Couldn't have asked for a better pathway. And now I feel like we're going into amnesia territory. Are we actually going to be swimming in that? Yep. We're going to follow the flow, aren't we? Yep, we're going to follow the stream. We have no flashlight. We're going to be going against the stream instead. Don't worry, this will only just take about 8 to 7 years to get through. Not concerning in the slightest. Is this where we're going to be getting our... No. Oh, shit. You kind of took too long, dude. Actually, how long is... Okay, a few minutes left. Oh my god. Do you even have enough time to get the bowling ball, dude? Hopefully you do. Oh my goodness me. I mean, obviously, you know, the sun is setting, so the colour would look different. But goodness me. That is, not concerning in the slightest. Okay, that's all it is, it's just music. Okie dokie. From where though? You can even tell how much darker it gets. Okay, that's the shepherd. Yup. You're probably not gonna make it. You're probably not gonna make it. I mean, you tried your best. I mean, there's just too much to do within a set time limit. So much to do. I mean, obviously you're not gonna be able to return home without all of the objects, and you're gonna be get got anyway. Yeah, you're so screwed. Oh my god. Blimey, yep, you are. So you are still able to make it without all the items? And here's me thinking that you couldn't do it without all of... Okay, well, at least we made it, though. At least we made it. And of course, that's going to be the end. And I think we've got like 2 more videos, which are like super short. Actually, never mind. We've only got 1 more video, Sunshine. But this one is like super short. But I thought we had 2 more videos, but okay, no. Okay. So that is it, okay? And you know what? I do wonder if there might be more to people still live here in the future. If there is, I might do like another like reaction video to it when there's like, you know, enough hours and I can react to all of them. But as for now, I think that might be it. So that was people still live here. And I'm gonna say that in the beginning, I'd say it was a bit more interesting, but because we got to day 2, it kind of got a little bit less. I guess it's just because, like, I like simplicity. I like the minimalism. But when you just keep on adding and adding and adding, and you got like these fetch quests, it kind of just takes out the mystery, because you're just thinking, oh, I'll go do this. Oh, I'll go do this for that. Oh, now I'll go do this for that, for this, for that. And it's just like, I think that's what the video was trying to sort of like convey, like the horrors of doing fetch quests, maybe. But I prefer day 1 to day 2. I'm not sure what anyone else thinks of it, but I would actually love. I don't even know if it's a downloadable game. I don't think it is, but if it is, I'd love to download it. Okay, so apparently there is an actual interactive game version on itch.io, but it's not by Kane Pixels, but it's by someone named Cryptid Games. People still live here, you lie awake. So, you want to know more? Click here. Explore the world and interact with people, find all 3 items. I might try this in a follow-up video, maybe. Because I do want to try this. I mean, there are other, like, games which are, like, you know, people who still live here. But I think there's people trying to make the web series a reality. Kind of like how I made the Mr. Mix video on YouTube into an interactive game, which, fun enough, is actually my most downloaded game, like, ever. Well, my one. Like, it's not the most downloaded game ever, but a game that I made is literally, like, the most downloaded one that I've made, which, you know what, hey-ho. It's just down to familiarity, and it's also down to, like, curiosity of if this game will give you a vibe. Like, we always get curious about really, really creepy, weird games because, oh, it could give you a virus, but we're so interested. But then, if it actually does give you a virus, then, you know, you stay the hell away from it. So you know what? I might actually play this in a later, in a future video. If anybody wants that, then leave a like down below, and also comment down below about it as well. But I mean, I'll very, very likely just, you know, play and record, and, you know, I'll play the video anyway. But it'd be nice to know if people would like to actually, you know, see that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you have all enjoyed, and I shall see you guys all next time. Peace out, everybody.